In this FitLab video tutorial, we're going to be examining a systematic progression into squatting and lunging. Starting with exercise choices for the most sedentary person, one of the best ways to get the joints ready, specifically the knees and hips, ready for a more progressive exercise like squatting and lunging, is the leg extension I'm featuring here in this segment. Basically sitting in a chair on top of the bench. You could even use a Swiss ball for a little bit more balance training. Basically the leg is locked and extended, and in this sequence you can see I'm not utilizing any hands, trying to bring a little bit more core development into this exercise. A little more difficult. And continuing on to the floor, hands are being supported. Once again, a little bit more difficult, harder posture, takes a little bit more flexibility and strength, and once again removing the hands, making it a little bit more difficult. This is a great quadricep exercise. Moving on to the iliotibial band, looking at the hips, specifically IT band. This is abduction, so I am moving the foot away from the inside of the body. Adduction, moving the foot towards the center line of the body. Getting ready to turn and look at training the glutes, and specifically the glute medius. So all of these muscles are helping to keep the knee stabilized during more intense exercises like lunging and squatting. This is adduction again, using a Swiss ball. You can use smaller Swiss balls if you like, basically holding isometric contractions. As we begin to set up the squat, we want to make sure that our feet are roughly shoulder width apart. Feet are pointed out about 15 degrees. The basic setup for a squat is to sit in front of a bench or a chair, and the first thing I want to do is focus on just sitting down and paying attention to the hip being the primary mover. So if you notice in these videos, my hip is moving behind me first. A common mistake in squatting is that people will project their knees forward first, their hips last, and they never get the movement back again. Hips are moving back. This is a progression into a squat, still using the bench, still sitting back on the bench. Now I'm going to shift forward, miss the bench by a couple of inches, but still reminding myself that this bench or chair is still behind me. So I'm focusing on getting my hips pushed backwards. I want to push them back. My shoulders and knees are in line. My hip is moving away. It's kind of like an accordion effect. As we progress into a lunge, I basically am stepping back into a deep calf stretch. From there, I cam my leg. I come up on the back toe. My heel is off the ground. My back leg is the concentration piece, not the front leg. If you notice, my front knee is not moving at all. This should look very similar to the squat, only I'm lunging. The progression is to bring the back leg up, toe touching the back of the heel. This focuses more on hip. Once again, the hip is the primary mover. It's moving back. My shoulders and knees are in line. My knee is not moving forward. Progression into a single leg lunge. And you can use a wall or something mounted to kind of help stabilize the balance. And that's the progression. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial. Thank you.